Good day. Welcome back to our IGCSE ICT data analysis video series. So today we're going to be looking at conditional formatting. So it so happens that sometimes you want to format cells based on a certain condition. Okay, we'll use the spreadsheet for student marks here. For example, we want marks for students who've passed to be shown in the color blue, and then for those who didn't make it to be shown in a red color. So those with a mark of 60 and above will be blue, and then the marks of student with less than 60% will show red. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so when you want to format the cells using conditional formatting, so you select the cells. So I want to format everything here in these cells, the student text marks, the averages, the exam marks, and everything. So I want to format everything. Okay, so I click here on our home tab. That is our home tab. I click conditional formatting, and then I click new rule. Okay, once I click new rule, a window like this one will appear on the screen. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I have options, have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So what I want to do, I want maybe to format only the cells that contain what? When the cell value here, the cell value is greater or equal. This is greater than or equal to what? Greater than or equal to 60. How do I want to format that cell? So I click format. Okay, computer is a bit slow today. Okay, but I've clicked format. So in format, I can format if maybe there are number cells. I can tell it that it should be this number of decimal places. Okay, maybe if it was percentages, then I will tell Excel how to deal with those percentages. But I want to change the font. So I want the font to be, maybe let's say bold. The font should be bold and italic. And then the color of the font here, yes, the font color should be maybe blue. Okay, let's use a lighter color of blue so that we can see the changes. And then maybe borders, okay, and fill. Okay, maybe we'll discuss this one on the second example. Okay, then I click OK. Then I click OK again. Okay, maybe let me just go to format, because if you see here, I selected percentage as number. Let's go back and check. Yes, I selected percentage as number, yet I want to leave it to be general. So I have to click general here. Make sure you don't make that mistake. Okay, I can click clear here. Okay, then general, the font color and everything. If I can click clear foot and here again. Okay, and then click OK. Yeah, as you can see now, every mark that is 60 and above is italicized. Okay, let's see, 60, it is italicized, blue in color, and then also bold. Okay, maybe let's check for the student with marks below 60. You can select all the marks, conditional formatting, another rule, new rule, format only cells that contain cell value between, no, we don't want between, we want a value now that will be less than 60. Want cells that will be main values that will be less than 60. Then I click format. Want them to be bold and italic as well, but the color now should be red, meaning that the student didn't make it. I click OK, and I click OK again. So it has formatted these cells with using this condition. Okay, let's just say, let's change this cell here, this cell. Okay, let's change it up top here. So we're changing F8. So we're changing F8 to, let's say, 87%, and then we press enter. As you can notice, F8 is now blue in color because it is greater than 60. So that's how we do conditional formatting. Okay, let's say now we're using text. We want to format text here. We want to display maybe the background of the cell, the fill color of the cell. We want to change it to green if the student has passed the exam, and then to red if the student has failed the exam. Okay, so I select all the cells, I go to format condition. So the first example, we're using numbers, now want to use text. So I can add a new rule. Okay, format cells that contain. Okay, as you can see now here, I'm not supposed to select the cell value now, because if I select the cell value, there's nothing. When the cell value only works for numbers only. So if you want it to work for text, so you need to select specific text, meaning the text should contain what? The text will contain past exam. So I want to format the text that contains past exam. I want it to have a background color, so I will select fill here, background color of green. Okay, let's use this green so that it will be much visible. So the font, I want the font to be white now, not black. I want the font to be white, the font color. Okay, maybe let's make it bold. Okay, yeah, then click OK, then click OK again. So as you notice now, because I'm dealing with numbers, so okay, let's do it again, maybe for failed exam. Now want a red color, failed exam. Okay, let's go new rule. Maybe let's make a mistake so that we can see how we can maybe correct that mistake. Let's say specific text, and then maybe let's say fail exam, and then click OK. Okay, maybe format, make it make the fill color to be red, then we click OK, and then okay, I'm supposed to change the font color, so I'll go to font, then change the font color to be white, then I click OK. So as this is the preview, this is how my cell will look like. So this is how my cell will look like after applying all this formatting. Okay, let me click OK. So because there's nothing like fail exam in my text, so nothing will happen, nothing will change in the cell. So we have to make sure you type in the spelling that appears on your spreadsheet. You may have to make sure that the spelling is correct, or the words are exact. Okay, so let's check this out. Okay, want to edit that one now. So I just want to edit that one. Maybe write a fail exam. So where will I find the rules that I've created? I'll go to manage rules. Okay, let me start afresh. Conditional formatting. Make sure you've selected all the cells here. Then you go back to conditional formatting, manage rules, and then here is the rules of these cells that have that I've selected here. So even if I can click close and select this cell here, then click and go to manage rules, so to still show me these rules. But if maybe I select this cell here and then click manage rules, so there's nothing here because in this cell I applied no conditional formatting rules. Okay, so you have to make sure that you've selected the cells that you want to apply the conditional formatting to. Okay, click to conditional formatting, then manage rules, and then this is the rule that I want to change. I will click it. Okay, so here's the text that I want to change to failed exam, and then I click OK. Then when I click apply, click OK again. So now, as you can see, failed exam is now red in background and the text is white in color. So that's how we do conditional formatting in Microsoft Excel. That's how we do conditional formatting in Microsoft Excel. So we're almost done with Microsoft Excel. What's left now is that we look at how to create graphs and also how to create a drop down or maybe combo boxes in Excel. So we'll look at in the next video. We'll start by looking at creating graphs in Excel, and then lastly we'll then look how to create combo boxes. We'll then do a video where we will just try to we'll try to look at the things that maybe student miss during the exam that makes them not maybe to get all the marks in Excel. So the things that student need to look at when attempting questions during an examination that maybe usually are missed by the students. We'll just be summarizing everything that we've talked about here. So please keep watching the videos, subscribe, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you and have a good day.